How many outgoing lead type calls do you guys think you make a day on average?
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I would say that it starts to compile because you've got leads that may have come in a week ago that you're still doing your process with. You've got new leads, so it just compiles and compiles and compiles.
So what do you think?
Which is fine. I mean, you know, I could make 30 calls a day.
Yeah.
So 30 is a reasonable number?
Yeah, I would say if I averaged them all out,
I know there's
I
going to
would
be
say
peaks
15.
Yeah,
15
well,
a
20,
day.
for me, it's 20 connections on the phone to get one appointment. So I have to talk to 20 people on the phone.
And how many do you try? How many of those appointments do you try to book a week?
Well, that's another thing too. When you talk to someone on the phone, a lot of agents don't do this. They will end it with, "Let me go ahead and set up a search for you, and I'll get back to you." No, ask for an appointment. Would you like to go out to see this house tonight? When's the best time to see you? I'm available tomorrow, not the next day. Can you Friday? Everything.
Something else we learned
Ask
that
for that
sounds
appointment every
odd.
time. It's uncomfortable to do, but
Until you've done it 100 times.
unless you
And then
do
you're
it,
like,
you're
yeah.
not trying. Like, you have to ask for
Or
an
we'll
appointment.
say things like, you know, I still have a 3:45 and a 6:20 tomorrow. And I swear, doing off numbers makes them feel like, well, I gotta get in with them somehow.
But
because
you
this is
also,
only the
too,
2 times.
same
It's not
thing
an
for
hours,
an
it's
email
not
too,
halves.
like, emails are real short and sweet, and don't leave it with the open-ended, be like, I can meet you tomorrow at the home. I mean, if you give them a reason to respond back, even if it's like, hey, stop emailing me, I found another agent, at least now you know. But in your emails, give them a reason to respond back. Like, hey, I noticed you're looking at this property, I can meet you there tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Sometimes they don't respond, and I'll call like, hey, are you on your website?
Well, they'll respond at 4 o'clock the next day.
Right, no, yeah, absolutely.
So it's occupied,
See
requires 24 hours
See you there unless I hear otherwise?
Right.
Well, Ryan's really good, like, you know, if he's having a slow week or something, he might not get a showing at that pending listing, but he'll still schedule it and he'll show up outside of it and he'll be like, I'm sorry, it just sold. We did it with our own house.
Oh, all the time.
Like our house sold in a day.
I don't tell him.
We kept
I'll
getting
meet
leads.
him there.
So he'd be
Anyways,
like, oh, I'll meet you there.
My thing is, if I get in front of somebody, they're my client.
Wait a second, did you guys pick up on that? That was awesome. You're scheduling an appointment.
Wait, you took my sold sign off of my listing one time.
Yeah, she had a soul sign. I said, you mind if I take it down? I hid it in my car. I met the
In the
client.
Saxonies.
Yeah.
In the Saxonies.
Like, where's my sold sign?
That's right.
So you're setting the appointment knowing that it's pending.
Knowing we
So
can't
that,
even get into
so that
it.
when you get there, you can get face to face and say, oh my God, I'm sorry, it sold before we got here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But now
I-
you've met them
But
and
hey,
established
there's
some
a couple other
rapport.
houses I look for.
That is so.
Let's go ahead and show you.
That's awesome.
So I'll set up those showings anyways. And the other thing I do, if someone sends me a listing, like 5 listings, I will eliminate a couple of the listings and I'll add a few of mine. And a lot of times it's like, hey, I know you were looking at this $120,000 property. Believe it or not, this $140,000 property, it won't cost you that much more. Let's just take a look at it.
That's
Just
how he
sell it every
sold
time. That's how I
Scott's.
sold your house.
They
They
adamantly
were looking
did
at
not.
$120,000 in your neighborhood. I added your listing because you're a RE/MAX agent.
At
But
the
I also
end.
looked at the pictures and I was like, you know what? All these houses they're looking at suck. Your house was awesome. They didn't. As soon as they walked in, they're like sold. Like, we had no idea we
Yeah.
could go from 125 to 140 and get
For
that much more.
$8.
Yeah.
For $8.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think it's also, I mean,
Love that,
do
set
you
it
run
up
your
pending.
payments or your lender runs your payments?
for,
When you, in your first email, you send them payment
Lender.
information?
oh, the lender handles all that, because he can do, you know, what the interest rate is today, and
Yeah.
based on 30 years and 15 years, and whether he's got a template set up like this or not, I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's up to him.
Go.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what I was gonna say, I mean, you know, I've been trained heavily in financing, so a lot of times, you know, I use that to my advantage to create value for myself and what I can provide as far as doing a complete breakdown, payment breakdown. And I will go into that as well, and sometimes in an email, because again, it's all about building the rapport with them, creating value, and why are they gonna use you, or why are they gonna contact you back?
And see, and I don't know if we differ on this part or not. She's really good at that too. She's really good at qualifying her clients over the phone. Because if you can't, she won't take them out. Neither will I. When I'd meet you in South Carolina.
He'd be all
Just to
excited.
drive you back to Indiana to show you a house. Oh, yeah.
Let me pick you up.
But no, but I'm like, I don't know if you do this, but I will calculate to the T what my clients bring to the table. And I'm usually
Oh,
wrong
he's
within plus
really
or
good
minus
with it.
like
I
50
don't do
bucks.
that.
I don't know why I do it. I'm anal, I want to know. And a lot of times, first time home buyers, the lender says you need this. I've already told them this, they're freaking out. I'm like, well, the lender has to do that, fill out the GFE and all that.
He adds in the owner's title.
Like, I'll
We're
fill
good
out
at
the HUD, I'll
expectations
show them the
setting.
HUD before they even see, you know what the HUD is. I'll fill it out, put all the numbers in there to the best of my ability. And then once I get closer, I'll figure out, are they going to escrow 3 months of insurance? I take pride in it because at the end of the day, when I'm right, or I'm only off by like $20 or $30.
Reinforcing.
It's a win.
So I don't know, but a lot of agents won't do that. They're like, dude, that's dumb because if you're
But the
ever
point
home.
is showing them that to get them from the 120 to the 140 price point, because what you just said
He was
a lot
able
of
to do
people
it, that's
don't
why he
know
can do that. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
They wouldn't have known
Right,
without
to
that.
say,
info.
look, here's the difference. We're not finding what
Andrew,
you
do you have a question?
like or what you want in this price point. Here's the difference.
And here's another thing you can say on the phone and emails too. Emails, it's like, I'm not like other agents. I do things a little bit different. I'm not like most agents.
We have one of
Most
our
agents do this,
collaterals.
but we work a little bit different.
One of our collaterals is, what's the title of it? How we are different. I mean, that's just,
Yeah, how we're doing.
Yeah.
What separates us?
what separates us from the rest, that's what it is. And it's just bullet points, like,
Differentiations.
mm-hmm.
And stories help too. Marketing
Yeah.
stories like, hey, this house was listed on this day by real estate X, stay on the market, boom, boom, boom. We took it over, sold it for more than what they listed. I mean, just things like that. It's telling a story. Right?
I really liked what you said about, it's what John reps most of our buyers now, but how you set up other showings that you find something better and,
Yeah.
and you're like, hey, let's go around the corner to this one. I've sold a lot of homes doing that.
Absolutely,
way.
and it shows
That's
the
the
client
best
like,
way.
hey, he's working for us.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
working
he
for
takes
us.
the time
Show
to look for
yourself
extra
worth.
bucks.
But
That gives me, I know it sounds funny, but it gives me an opportunity to get in front of somebody.
Perfect sense.
But
That's why I'm laughing, that I'm so stupid. I never thought of it.